Sorry about that. I'm back.
Oh, good timing. I just came back myself.
Woo, go us.
Alright, fourth class. Hyoko's corpse, delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation and then turning up dead. The gray dome enclosing the school. The scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students shot dead if they try to escape. What is going on outside? How humiliating. It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stopped him. There was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kawada-kun. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No. I'm fine. We have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain to them after we've figured out what to do. That's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. Where shall we go next? We shall save. Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. One might have that file open. Very well. We return to the maintenance office and explain what happened outside to One-san. I keep missing words here and there.
Yeah, I think the translation was actually only done by like one or two people, so it's not.
Wow.
There's clearly errors here and there.
I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one. I've been wondering for a while. One-san, are you really just a maintenance worker? An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduced myself properly. It's the same background. I am Leon JB, one of the great soaring wings of the Dove Party, S-Class agent. Pleased to meet you. Yes!
Yes.
The Dove Party? He looks like a cockatiel to me. Soko-janai! Soko-chan! Soko-janai! I have heard of this Dove Party. The secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans, correct? You are well informed, young one. Leon JP. It is a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel like I must have missed something. There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. The Dove Party, who believe we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believe we should exterminate them. Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over. Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together? Sadly, that is not how the world works. There are still many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at the school, and so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened. Wait a minute. Are you saying the hawk party has something to do with St. Pigeonations? Yeah. Yeah, Ryota. Maybe. Also, by the way, the doctor!
The doctor!
It seems hard to believe. The school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. It even welcomed Tosaka's. It even welcomed Tosaka as a representative. Sorry, it took me a second.
So good. Oh my god. Oh, I am crying.
I cannot confirm or deny it, but there are a growing number of hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions. Oh, you got it open. Thank you. That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside. The human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2107. Sorry, 2187. Oh, whoops.
Oops.
It's completely obvious I have my glasses off again. It still feels smudged. I don't know why. Anyway. They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when making our selection. We will pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatera influenza. The human representative? This is talking about Tosaka, no matter how we look at it. 2187? That's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners. Oh, shit.
Whoops.
Okay, so let's back up a second here. Okay, so we're already aware that this school is originally was created by the Hawk Party. This was established through Yuya's story.
Mm-hmm.
They decided that Tosaka would come to the school, and if she's unable to romance a bird, that humans and birds cannot coexist together, and therefore she will be killed. Again, this is evident if you do not go with Yuya or you do not romance someone.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. Okay, but before any of this shit, if Tosaka were to die, then they seal it off and everybody in there is given to humans as prisoners?
Well, they specify if she dies in the school. So I suppose, like, if she's murdered at the fault of a bird, as opposed to when the Hawk operatives kill her in a bad end, she dies outside of the school.
Right. So here's the thing. We'd assume the Hawk Party wouldn't try to kill her until after they've made sure that she's not able to romance a bird.
Mhm.
So this can't be the work of the Hawk Party. Therefore, I highly doubt the Doctor killed her.
Mhm.
Then again, the Doctor is known to go rogue, again, from his ending.
Yeah, from his ending, in which he did the exact opposite and said, "Fuck this! I'm doing what I want."
Which is interesting considering that you die in the Doctor's ending. That was in school. He killed you. But is it because he's a Hawk operative that they don't end up doing this? Like,
Yeah, I don't actually know. This is like I said, the handful of things I'm not completely clear on are just like the hurtful boyfriend specific.
also, okay. I do have to concede that, let's see. That we don't see anything between immediately when Hiyoko dies in Iwamina's ending to when he's on the run. So any
Yeah,
number of things could have happened in between that. He could
yeah.
have he himself could have escaped from the hatch with Hiyoko's head.
This is
And,
true.
because I don't know, batshit crazy. and like and
Although, like he did say in the full version of his ending, he says something about how they didn't care until like they decided suddenly that they wanted her head. But he also might have just been implying they didn't give a shit about humans in general until they decided, oh, you have something worth it to us. Give us her freaking decapitated head.
it's true. It's hard to say. I kind of feel like maybe that's a bit of an outlier,
Yeah,
that full
it, it's
ending.
it's ambiguous. They don't quite tell you everything. So yeah, he may well have escaped from the dome, or he may well have like murdered her and covered it up in a way that it didn't seem like she died at school.
Mm.
Like maybe no one knew she had been murdered except for the Hawk Party. Who knows?
The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protests of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. What is this? Like, this is no way to sow any better relations between birds. Okay, but that might be the point of the Hawk Party. Like, they're like, okay, so she dies. We'll make it look like the humans go apeshit crazy and start, like, killing birds. And so then
We're
the
in a
birds will...
school of birds.
And so then the birds will go, like, bird kind will be even more biased against humans, and then probably kill off humans because they're like, look at this, like, okay, one of their kind
Look
died.
at all these teenagers they murdered.
Like, look at all this ridiculousness. We need to just not, they need to not exist anymore. And then, thus, Hawk Party wins. I don't know. We still have a lot to go through, but I can't help but just, like, stop and, like, try to figure this shit out because it's fun.
Theorizing. Woo.
If Hyoko is to die, so her death was connected to the dome after all. And the important part is this final gruesome exchange. Basically, if anything happens to Hyoko, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame. So it would seem. They trap us in here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It's not humorous at all! So this was the true face of our enrollment here. I rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start. Right on,
Yep.
Sakuya.
Good job.
Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, This school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financier, the Ichijo Group, has been heavily... Ichijo... Ko?
Oi,
Ko!
is there a bird basketball team?
Has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I have investigated the history of St. Pigeonations extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded with the ideal of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system. Like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take all this in at once. Just to make sure, for 12 hours, the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge, and then, when the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight. And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin. That student who got shot when he flew out of the hatch. There are already humans waiting out there with guns. She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. So the time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago. It was right at the start of second period, around 10 o'clock. And so we have until 10 p.m. before we are all killed. Dun dun dun! I'm sorry, I just needed to throw the dun 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 in there.
No, it's true. God damn it.
It's like a combination of horror and fucking murder mystery and fucking like thrill suspense Die Hard shit. I don't even know.
God, this fucking ending.
All birds die hard. You seem awfully calm, Sakuya, even after watching somebody get shot. Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they were rude the day they decided to tangle with a labelle. What time is it, Mr. Leon? Just past 2. We have only 8 hours then. 8 hours? We have to find an escape route in 8 hours, or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. Fuck yeah. This dumbass. This awesome dumbass.
He's so delightful.
You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawada. I'm not. I mean it. Satsu!
Give in, Sakuya. Give in to the friendship.
Friendship! We found the connection between Hyoko's death and the dome. There's clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We'd better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time. You are a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees. Don't miss the forest for the trees? Sakuya, there's one more file. Operation Hurtful? What is that? I don't know. That's what it says on here. The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. No!
No, it's super important.
That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though. Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled hurtful. Whoa, it is! I thought Hatofuru just meant heartful. So here we come to the dictomy that's a little difficult to get through in English. But you say Hatofuru. You can either change that in English to heartful, or you can change that to hurtful. And also there's the pun on hato, which means pigeon, so we've got a 3-in-1 pun here.
And that's why this game is so beautiful.
I suspect that we may find many of the things to come quite hurtful. Right. It was probably something important, given that it was in the locked file. Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history. The school's history? At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Tosaka died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape. Which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself? I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Right, let's go look at the school documents then. I'm not the only Dove agent in this school. I'm sure the other will help you as well. Yeah.
Wink wonk.
Wink wonk. God damn it. Good luck, gentlemen. Time to go look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. Leon-san said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look? The headmaster's office, or the library, perhaps. We already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like school records or anything? I would have thought they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any. The library it is, then. And the mystery I've left to solve is the blood-stained stranger Oko saw going into the infirmary yesterday. Exactly. What with the headmaster dying, and an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us all into jerk chicken? Did you mean jerky chicken?
Wait, what? Oh no, jerk chicken is actually a method of cooking, or a style of cooking chicken.
Oh.
Like, if you've ever heard of Jamaican jerk spice. It's like a spice blend, Jamaican style of cooking chicken.
Oh wow.
It's extremely spicy, but it's actually quite good.
I did not know.
Yep.
And I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow, we still don't know where he came from. He appeared along with the dome, and is no doubt connected to it. If we continue to investigate it, I'm sure his origins will become clear. And Tosaka's gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the blood-stained bird. Right. That's that decided then. We'll go to the library to read up on the school's history, and we'll look for that bird. It probably doesn't matter, but which should we do first? Go save. Let's go talk to Nageki first. To the library.
Nageki.
The library? I wonder if Nageki's at the gym yet. Nageki? Who? Dare? I met him in the library earlier. He stayed behind? An unusually dense individual, to be sure. The library's a little ways away from here. We spent some time jogging through the hallways. I've been trying to ignore it, but the dim light makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school. Getting hung up over little things in a time like this is a sign of weak nerves. Really? Well then, where are the school documents? Probably not where just any birdie can look at them. They are probably somewhere in the back then. How dull. Come, let us search. Right. Books, and none of them of what we're looking for. I was hoping it would be in this corner, but apparently not. And here, in a line of incredibly dusty That's all. There are 9 of them. And Volume 6 is missing. That's weird. Did somebody misfile them? Anyway, St. Pigeonation's history. It's not back here with the large volumes, so maybe it's a smaller book? It's not here. You never left? Is that a problem? Well, not really, but I told you earlier, there's an emergency going on. I can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or just doesn't care. The records. Keep looking there, and you'll never find them. So, you know where they are? Well, since he's here even now, I imagine he basically lives here. You would be correct.
Lives here.
So it's hardly surprising that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Could you tell me where to find them? By request. Request? You don't know what that is? He gazes at me with eyes like black holes of cosmic disdain.
I dare you not be nerdy enough.
You can only get at them by request. They're not kept out here. Then where are they kept? Behind the reception desk, in the back. It's not locked, so go ahead. There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk, it's true. Thank you, Nagaki, really. Don't worry about it. You've been mumbling to yourself ever since we split up. Please, try to remain in charge of your faculties, Kawada. Oh, sorry, I was talking to him. Talking? To the bookshelves? Surely there are better uses for your energy. No, Nagaki was telling me where to find the... There's no one else here. Cease this bizarre monodrama. No... What is he talking about? Nagaki is standing right next to me. It's not like he's behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a minute, but he just told me where to find the records. But, Sakia, let's find out. Can I ask you something, Nagaki? Hi. Are you a hallucination? If I was, that would mean you're asking a hallucination, whether or not he's a hallucination. Yeah, that's right. It does seem a little weird. Does it matter? Maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. That doesn't answer anything. This doesn't usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I've just met before. I think I will remember everything soon. Nagaki, no!
No! Don't remember everything, it disappeared, ghost baby!
What about you? Have you found the thing you forgot yet? Nagaki, do you know something about that? He disappeared. The thing I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said, too. Why did Nageki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all this? I don't think I can dismiss him as just a hallucination. Request-only books. This shelf? Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books as were in the headmaster's office. Chronology of Saint Paginations. This? Let's see. 2180. Founding of the school same year. Ichijo Kitsugu inaugurated as headmaster. 2810. Much more recent than I thought. Only 8 years. I hadn't known either. Aside from that, it's all transfer student records and sports scores. Is there really a clue in here? Wait! Sakuya! Look at this! 2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Oh, I think they meant 2083 earlier. Medical center? Does the school have something like that? Oh Jesus, I'm just starting... My brain's starting to run wild now with possibilities.
Hi.
I don't think so. There was no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does it say anything else? Right here. Damage from the fire. The book presents us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all those we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nageki died in the basement where the fire started. Didn't I just hear that name? The exact same. But that's... Nageki died 5 years ago? Then what is the Nageki I keep meeting today? He didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakuya couldn't see him, which means he's... Obake, a ghost. Don't say such dreadful things, it's unscientific. What are you, Hima? Tu distes balivernes. Oh god, I probably totally messed that up. We're betting our lives on this search, you know. I won't have any occult rubbish brought into it. But I think he knew something. If he is the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. So you intend to rely on some invisible ghost? There are limits, Kawara. I spent some time looking for him in the library, but couldn't find him. He's always found me, rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. The bloodstained bird. Do you have an idea? I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason... Don't I know somebody like that? Well,
Did he break a bunch of windows?
Vague as always. We do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind. I know. If I remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yuya was still in there? Let's go ask him again. He did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them. However, he said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what he said is true, then he was lying. Which would mean that the doctor was lying too. Huh, very well. No, you could totally trust Yuya. Don't worry.
Yuya's always trustworthy.
Yuya! Salut! How goes the investigation? Well, just who do you think I am? Hi. Unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. I feel like that's quite the exact opposite of what you just said, Yuya, but... Oh? I'll answer anything that doesn't violate my privacy, so ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. We were in the infirmary the entire time. We talked to San earlier. He said that he saw a blood-stained stranger going to the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? No, sorry. Could you be the blood-stained bird yourself? Yikes. No, as you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw this bird going to the infirmary, not going into the infirmary, right? Yeah, he did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, Sensei? Yes, that's right. No one came yesterday. I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakuya. Let's move on. Indeed. Did those two really not see anything yesterday? If there had actually been some blood-stained stranger, then that would mean that Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. Or it could have been Angel.
Yep.
Where do we... The medical center seems like a good place to go now. Indeed. Where is it? That's the problem. I'd never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book said the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burnt to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be here then, assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings on the campus? Unused buildings? Oh yeah, that old hall. Old hall? That's what we call it. It's by the back gate and it's not used for... What's wrong? The school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange. Hoda, take me there. Guide me there. This is it. It doesn't really look like a medical center. It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah. It looks like the door's locked. Then we shall break it down. You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakuya. What? What did I say? Don't worry about it. We'd probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice. Glass breaking noise.
Hell, is that you?
It's awfully dusty in here. It has been left unused for 5 years. It appears they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building? This all looks pretty much the same as in the main building. Did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look, this door still has a sign on it. I guess it was the reference room. I do not relish the prospect of wandering around this mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well. It's even dustier in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though. And Operation Hurtful. Eh? Among the rows of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hurtful. Empty as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hurtful. I wonder what it is. Who knows? Something put in place along with the human representative business, so no doubt it was nothing good. Is Operation Hurtful connected to this medical center? What if it's the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things left are, archaic medical journals. Oh man, quickly filling up my save spots with all this. It's the encyclopedia. An odd place to keep one. Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library too. A bunch of old encyclopedias. Oh, can I look at these for a bit? Do as you please. The ones in the library had the same binding, and in place of the volume 9, there's an extra copy of volume 6. Look! This copy of volume 6 has a library sticker on it. Perhaps it came from the library then? Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. The other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of volume 9, but maybe we should go see if it came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library. Provided it isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center. We've searched the entire first floor and have yet to find what we're after. The stairs into the basement? Apparently the fire that closed this building 5 years ago started in the basement, but we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in? Perhaps we can't anymore. Look at that wall. The wall? It looks like a normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it? Oh, stupid peasant. What about it? Think back to the building's exterior on the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space behind it. Wow, you're pretty observant, Sakya.
Excellent spatial reasoning.
It must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentions it, this wall is a slightly different color than the rest.
Get a sledgehammer, break that shit down.
Which would make sense if it had been put in later. So the stairs are beyond here? It seems likely. Isn't this a bit much for a cleanup of some fire? We probably won't be able to break this down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more of use in here. At least we found that thing from the headmaster's documents again. Let's head back. Angel? Did you hear something? Yes, someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're in a dead end with concrete all around. We need to get somewhere with a window fast. Hashiro! Hi! Stop! It's here! Wait, calm down, Kawada. Ochitsuke, Kawada. It's small. Is that why Angel needs the biggest platform boots? Because he is short.
It's so small. Oh,
So it is. Too small to be the scarecrow. Eh? Are you from 2-2? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel, Angel. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase, but what is he doing in here? Chunibyo. I think I'm going to have a headache. Textoris Melodia Funeris. Who, me? Good for you, Kawada. He came all this way to give you a title. It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it.
Too late.
I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back. I am not allowed to rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now. Textoris Melodia Funeris, Undertaker. Undertaker? If that's it, then, so the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judeka. Come! Koi! Angel, Crimson What? Oh, right, that's right. This shit happens. I forgot.
Yes.
What is...
Hey, we have our baby girl's stats.
Oh, that's just sad.
That's sad.
Should we have had more fit then?
I don't think it matters.
Angel, Crimson Fallen Angel appeared. Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. Nyota takes 24 damage. Nyota's turn. Oh god, does it matter?
I don't think it does. Like I said, there's no guide for this on the Steam page anyway.
Blue Moon Slash. Nyota unleashes Blue Moon Slash. Angel takes 78 damage. Cease this jack-acting, you wretched imbeciles!
Stop laughing in the hallways!
Sakuya attacks! Yota takes 260 damage. Yota returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage? Angel is shaken. I'm shocked, Kawada. To think that even you would go along with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory? I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed. Is it kind of like, is that what happened to us with the whole fighting?
A little bit. If they don't fully explain it, I'll get into it.
Oh boy. You, Luzon! What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores. A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about? Perhaps you can explain in normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya. The end is calling me. That is all. That this is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space, as if gazing at something far away. That basically means that he's a thrill seeker? So you are a moth allured by a candle's light, Luzon? No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory. More crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal, that blood-stained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's plumage looks. Oh, what is it, Kawada? Bloodstained chest. Sakuya, do you think maybe the bloodstained stranger San saw was... Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? battling minor demons of Baal and following the demon spores. Could you rephrase that? Rufa, the Tree of Blight, called out to me. He's asking you to say it in words we understand. Hallowed Magician of White, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores. I think it's the power of you, Angel. Bah, I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant may refer to as the infirmary. He's like, man, stop making me not bark. Jeez.
Stop making me break character.
I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Koi! And so we left the medical center, Sakia dragging Angel behind him. Cool. This one. This is the blood-stained stranger, Oko-san saw. That's that, then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the Chosen One can stop the demon spores. In other words, he didn't. Useless. The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Edelblau did venture within. Edelblau? Who is that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky, Edelblau. She also goes by Tosaka Hyoko. Hyoko went into... What? I just audibly swallowed, I think. Hyoko was in the infirmary yesterday, after school. But the doctor and Yuya said that no one came, and nothing happened. They're lying. 4th class. End. Yeah. 5th class. You are different from those peasants, Sakia. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this. Hai, Oto-sama. We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk. Hai, Oto-sama. Look at them, crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they live. Hai, Oto-sama. Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand? Hai, Oto-sama. To Japan? Yes. You will be staying there for some time. Arrangements have already been made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family, Sakia. Hi, Oto-sama. Also, Iwamina-sensei is in residence at the institution we'll be attending. Some gears are clicking in my brain right now. Like, they're like slowly grinding, and I'm not sure if I should trust it or not.
Do you want to theorize at me, or...?
Is it possible that Sakia's father is part of the Hawk Party?
Shrug. You know, my answer, no matter what, is going to be shrug. But I like hearing your reasonings.
Just, he knows Iwamina-sensei. He's indebted to him, apparently from this disease, although we don't know any specifics. He's sending him to St. Paginations, specifically, so there might be a possibility. So, yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. He is a prestigious doctor. It would not be exaggerating to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him. Hai, Oto-sama. Something's fishy here. Angel saw Hyoko going into the infirmary yesterday, and the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? They must both be lying. Yuya has been helping us all this time, and I don't want to suspect him. Don't!
Never suspect Yuya.
Yuya is on your guys' side. I'm sure he's, if anything, at the very least, if there's not a different explanation for him saying that nobody came in, he's just saying that so he doesn't get fucking shanked by the doctor.
Yeah.
Because we know that can happen.
Oh, do we know that can happen?
But he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covering for the doctor? We don't know that for sure. The mongrel could be lying to cast doubt on Iwamina-sensei. It's not impossible, but from what we've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this. I am aware. I want to go confront them now, but with only Angel's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue, which means we need to search the infirmary. Do you intend to go in without asking? The more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us for sure. Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary. Arigato, Sakuya. A moment, gentlemen. Leon-san, I have something for you. Sorry for being late. I was somewhat delayed. What are these? The first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school, and is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need to protect yourself, use it. Wow, bird stun guns. You will have more use for those than I, Kawada. Hold on to them. Right. Arigato, Leon-sensei. Leon-san. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary.